Once upon a breeze-tickled morning in the whispering woods, a jittery little squirrel named Nibs was wide awake. Again, all winter long, while snowflakes danced and everyone else dozed, Nibs couldn't catch a wink knot with the thunderous Hiccups, echoing from old Bramblebarrow Cave. The culprit, a massive snoring hedgehog named Humphrey, who had gone into hibernation and, somewhere along the way, caught a case of the loudest hiccups the forest had ever heard. Nibs had tried everything, tapping on rocks, singing lullabies, even tossing pine cones at the cave. "Excuse me, Mr. Humphrey. It's spring now. Maybe you'd like to hiccup yourself awake." But nothing worked. The hiccups kept on, like a forest drumbeat that never stopped. One morning, bleary-eyed and frazzled, Nibs stumbled upon a trio of woodland friends. "What's with the baggy eyes, Nibs? I haven't slept since the frost came." Humphrey hiccups like a broken trumpet. "I'm losing my tail fluff from the stress." "Why don't you ask the owl?" a chipmunk said. "The owl, the one with ears bigger than my house." "Exactly. One hoot from him and you feel it in your paws," Nibs gulped. The idea was wild and terrifying. But desperate times call for big-geared solutions. He tiptoed to the top of Moonbranch Tree, where the owl rested, all puffed up and regal. Nibs froze. What was he thinking? This was the owl. Whisper quiet yet wild-eyed. Just as he turned to sneak away, a twig cracked beneath his paw. "Who disturbs my slumber?" came the slow, deep voice from the shadows. "I am Mr. Owl, sir. I was just passing by. Accidentally. On purpose, I mean." "Well, speak. I need your help. There's this hiccuping hedgehog, and I haven't slept in 84 years. Okay, just 3 months. But still, and your hoot could wake him." The owl blinked once. "Because you're the wisest, strongest, loudest creature in the woods. And I'm just me." But the owl only fluffed his feathers and turned his back. As he walked off, Nibs noticed something odd. The owl was twitching, jerking, wiggling his wing in a strange way. Was he scratching? Curious, Nibs followed quietly and found the owl frantically rolling on the grass behind a bush. He looked miserable. "Mr. Owl, are you all right? Leave me, I am afflicted." "Afflicted? Something is itching me to madness. I am royalty, cannot be seen like this." Nibs squinted and saw it, tiny mites hopping beneath the owl's majestic feathers. "You've got feather mites. Want me to help you? Help me. I've got nimble paws and a good eye." The owl growled. "Fine, but speak of this to no one." Nibs got to work sifting, picking, tossing the mites away with the grace of a tiny forest barber. It wasn't easy. The owl twitched and hooted, shook and flapped. "Hold still. You're gonna launch me off your back. Then stop tickling." Eventually the scratching slowed, the hooting calmed. "There, Nibs," said, hopping down, "all clear." The owl ruffled his feathers, stretched his wings, and sighed. "For a squirrel, you're oddly helpful. I get that a lot." Moments later, the forest shook with a mighty hiccup, right on cue. The owl turned. "Shall we?" Together, they approached the cave. Humphrey's hiccups were so loud they blew leaves off branches. The owl leaned in, filled his chest with air, and unleashed a hoot so thunderous it bounced through the woods like a storm cloud echo. Inside, the hiccuping stopped. Then thump, thump out rolled a sleepy, dazed Humphrey. "What? Where? Is it tea time? Did I miss spring?" The entire forest giggled. Nibs grinned wider than ever. For the first time in months, the woods were silent.